In this edition of Deploy on Friday, we are back from KubeCon in London. We had a great time there, lots of stuff to discuss. We announced Codefresh GitOps Cloud, which is cool, and we also feature a bunch of things that are coming up in webinars. All this and more coming up on Deploy on Friday. Hey everyone, it's Friday, which means it's time to deploy, and we have a great show for you today. Let's go ahead and get right into the news. We are back from KubeCon in Europe, specifically London. We were at the XL in London, enjoying the festivities that were there around KubeCon, Cloud Native Con, ArgoCon, all the cons, and we were there for basically promoting a whole bunch of things. We had a whole bunch of live demos, we had Jeopardy going on there, we had a special night with a magician, we had all kinds of things going on, which was great. I hope you had a good time there. If we happened to see you, swung by the booth, said hello, etc., it would have been great to see you. If we didn't see you, that's okay. We'll be at other events, and you'll find those events up on our website. We had a great time at KubeCon Europe. We actually did a lot of things there, and we also announced a couple of products there. The first one being the major one, which was the GitOps Cloud, Codefresh GitOps Cloud, which is a new product that we launched. It is now available, which you can check out up at codefresh.io. If you're using GitOps or if you're struggling with promoting applications across environments, this could really help. So Codefresh GitOps Cloud, as the product indicates, builds on top of your existing Argo CD setup, or if you prefer, you can use your own lightweight runtime. And it's all about giving you more control, better visibility, and a smoother app experience around app promotion. So it differs in a few ways, and you can check out basically a trial online if you want. So first and foremost, you get out of the box, you get multi-environment visibility. So engineers can easily see what's deployed, where and how, and there's no more digging through pipelines or stack threads. We've also added things like GitHub checks, so you can do promotion status directly within your pull requests, and also, which is really cool, you can configure smart concurrency, which means that you don't accidentally promote two environments at the same time and cause conflict. So Codefresh GitOps Cloud is now available. Lots of great features. I mentioned a few of them. We have things like pre and post promotion hooks. You can add custom logic, and there's a whole central dashboard, as you would come to know with Octopus and with Codefresh, to manage and monitor all these things in one place. So our goal is basically to provide you with a solution that eliminates a lot of custom scripting you'd have to do, a lot of duct tape type solutions you might have to do around handling your environment promotion. So it's available now. You can check out a free trial by signing up at codefresh.io. And this was one of the major announcements that we made at KubeCon. The other one, of course, is around a feature that we'll be talking about soon, which is Kubernetes Live Object Status. So we have a webinar on April 15th with Nick and Kit, who are going to be talking about this. So make sure to sign up for that at octopus.com/webinars. And while you're there, sign up for the other webinars that we have available. So Dan and I will be talking about KubeCon. We'll do a little recap of what we saw there. And we also have a webinar featuring Idan talking about Codefresh GitOps Cloud as well. So there's a lot of webinars around the things that we announced, and we're following this up in this upcoming week to talk about those things. So these are all available at octopus.com/webinars. Now, if you want a rundown of what's new, Costas has written a really good article about this, talking about seamless promotions of environments across clusters using your Argo CD setup. So you can check out this blog post available from Costas. It's a bit of a long one. There's YouTube videos, there's GIFs, there's all kinds of awesome things here to check out what it looks like. So make sure to check that out. It's up at our blog, and you can read that at your own leisure, or you can obviously try a new trial by visiting codefresh.io. All right, getting on to some other things. This is an article entitled Scoped Tenant Variables from Susan. Susan has written this article talking about a new feature that we've added to tenant variables, specifically around scope tenant variables. So what this does is it basically enhances the flexibility you have for managing variables across multi-tenant environments. So previously, you might have things like common tenant variables. So there's two types of tenant variables: there's project and common. And typically, common tenant variables are applied uniformly across all environments, and that limits your customization. And so now with this feature, you can scope those. And so users can now have specific environment scopes to these variables. And that allows you to have more tailored value per environment without having to create separate tenants. And this improvement will simplify your deployments, especially around non-production environments where you share values that are distinct from production, a very common scenario. And as Susan goes on to explain here, she shows some examples, but this is available for cloud customers and will be included in our self-hosted version, which is Octopus Server from 2025.2. So that's scope tenant variables from Susan, which is awesome. And then we have another blog article, excuse me, here from Stephen entitled "The Three Measurement Types from Measuring Continuous Delivery and DevOps." Stephen was at KubeCon Europe, which is cool. So Stephen here has written a little bit about continuous delivery and DevOps. And in this article, it's great because he highlights three essential measurement types for enhancing your continuous delivery, or CD, and DevOps practices. So first and foremost, he talks about leading versus lagging indicators. So the idea here is that leading indicators will predict future performance, allowing you to do proactive adjustments, while lagging indicators reflect past outcomes, and that allows you to basically confirm results. So when you're doing deployments, etc. The second one is instrumented versus perceptual data. And so here, instrumented data is automatically collected. So you can think of this as like system metrics, things that you would automatically aggregate, whereas perceptual data captures human experiences and insights. So your human experience, your UX, offering a comprehensive understanding when combined with the other one. And then the third one being system versus survey data. And with this one, basically, system data is derived from tools and processes, providing objective metrics. And the alternative, which is survey data, provides subjective feedback from individuals. And so that highlights areas like team morale and user satisfaction. So balancing all of these measurement types enables your organizations to gain a more holistic view across your software delivery performance. And so that allows you to drive better decisions. And so there's a great article here from Steve that talks about all these things. And if you're looking to make these improvements and cite the reasons why these things are important, you should check out Steve's article there, which is up on our blog. And that, as they say, is the news. I know it's a quick one, but we had so much going on. Apologies for missing last week. We were just so busy. We had so many things going on. We were updating websites, updating pages, getting things ready, etc. So yeah, we're back to our regular scheduled programming after a flurry of activity around KubeCon Europe. And so don't forget to check out our webinars, octopus.com/webinars. We've got a bunch of really cool stuff coming up this week. Just to highlight a few of them, recap of KubeCon Europe, Codefresh GitOps Cloud, obviously, our 101, which you do monthly. Introducing Kubernetes Live Object Status, really cool feature we're adding to Octopus, which is cool. And of course, Argo Unpacked. We have episode 4 coming up very, very soon. Awesome. All right. Well, so on behalf of us to all of you, happy deployments, everyone. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.